My poo's more clean. Yeah, proud to say that. Hi there guys, Megan Ryan JC, and today what I want to be talking about are 16 benefits that I've experienced after my dry fast. Now I ended my dry fast on the 1st of this month, so it has been up to 3 weeks after my ordeal. I decided to make this video mainly because it's a response video due to an email that I've received within my email inbox recently within the past week. Okay, so I am reading them, I am responding back to them, and I have got a list of videos. Not only that, but I've also got a list of, I think, over 100? Yeah, 100 suggestions that you guys are suggesting to me. Videos to be made at a later date on my YouTube channel. So, let's get into this. One of the first benefits that I've experienced because of my dry fast. This may sound a little bit strange, but I haven't been hungry ever since I started my dry fast. Pretty much 3 days after onwards, I haven't been hungry. It's kind of weird, right? It's been like an entire month, and yet I haven't been hungry since. It's because I've discovered a newfound understanding when it comes to what hunger actually is in relation to my body and the food that I'm intaking. And that is, whenever I feel sickly, whenever I feel weak, it's because my body is actually exhibiting detox symptoms. Okay, it's detoxifying my system. And obviously, whenever you put crap into your body, it's gonna feel pretty shitty when it's coming out, right? No pun intended. So, no matter the hole, it's gonna look crap. Either if it's coming through the pores, the white pus, coming out of the spots, or within the spots, that membrane of skin on your forehead. This is sounding pretty gross now, but that is actually dairy. It's pus. It's pus, and it's also dead white blood cells that have lost the war, the raging battle within your organism due to the stress, the dis-ease that you're putting it under during the intake of, dead foods. Not just meat, processed meats and so forth, but also foods that have been destroyed. The structure has been destroyed. Even if it's vegetables, it's been destroyed because of the healing process. Now that's an entirely different video. I don't want to, expand upon that, otherwise this video will go way too long. But what I was saying here is, when I feel crappy, it's often because my diet has changed. Either I'm drinking more fluids or I'm just not eating that much at all. And the intake of foods have been of the detoxifying nature, therefore I would detox. Now this isn't just me thinking, oh, okay, I'm feeling weak, maybe I'm detoxing. No. I've had a lot of detox experiences within my past. I can identify a detox symptom pretty easily, okay? So, basically, every time that I've been hungry within my past, it's because I've done something right. I've either stopped eating, therefore giving my body a chance to heal itself, or to at least take out the foreign debris within my system. Or it's been because I've been incredibly thirsty due to the fact that my body needs fluids to wash the insides of my body, due to the residue that has been formed within the joints or maybe within the blood itself. So yeah, after realizing that, after just being aware of how I feel and how I felt this way within other periods of times within my life during other detoxes, I realized that really hunger is nothing more than a side effect of a detox. And that's something that really should be, I guess, encouraged within the community of health, rather than thinking of, I'm feeling hungry all the time, I need to eat. When you're eating, you're stopping the detoxification process, therefore you're going to feel better, of course. But what if you were so clean you never felt crappy, therefore you never felt hungry, nor did you feel the need to eat so that you could stop the feeling of feeling uncomfortable? Yeah, that would be pretty cool. then you'll be in a constant state of balance. You'll never feel hungry. You'll never feel crappy. Just perfect. Leading up to that, maybe. Hopefully, within my future. Maybe someone else has already done it. If so, you can just drop a comment below. This one may sound a little bit morbid. I've heard a lot of people saying, why don't you just crawl into a ditch and die? Yeah. Pretty blunt. My bed was that ditch. Throughout my life, every time that I'd gotten depressed, I would just crawl up into a ball and, manner of speaking or figure of speech, die. I would just lay in my bed. Therefore, my bed became that place of depression. Therefore, subconsciously, every time I laid down, I would subconsciously find myself spiraling into a depression, even though I wasn't depressed before I laid my head onto my pillow or got underneath my bed sheets. Isn't that strange how the body remembers certain positions, therefore it automatically anticipates that you should feel a certain way, therefore I ended up, well, feeling depressed. My body thought, okay, he's in bed way too long. He woke up like 2 hours ago, why is he still in bed? Because of this, I would often get up out of bed faster than normal. I wouldn't have lie-ins, just in case I did find myself spiraling into depression. Therefore, that energy, that negative feeling would then be carried throughout my day, thus having an impact on my decision making, on my thoughts. Maybe I wouldn't act on the things that would normally bring me joy. I wouldn't be so productive because I just feel like, well, I can't be asked to do it. This is all due to my morning, how it starts. Why is it that I'm telling you this? Well, during my dry fast, my relationship with my bed changed. I laid down every time I felt weak. I thought to myself, I feel like crap. I got lightheaded really quickly because I got up too fast. Well, my bed will be the solution for that because it's level, therefore I won't get a head rush. It became the place of, well, not only resolution, but it became a place of sanctuary. Now, 2 weeks after my dry fast, I had made a vegan dish and I had left it out for too long of a period of time. Therefore, it gained some sort of bacterial issue. You know, bacteria, every hour it doubles. So if it's out at room temperature around about 33 degrees is its sweet spot, those bacterial spores or molecules will double. Literally. So 10 turns to 20, 20 into 40, 40 into 80. I left this thing out for maybe about 10 or 12 hours. Way too long. So you could probably guess that I got food poisoning, and you'll be right in that I got food poisoning. I completely messed up my system. But what surprised me the most was when I laid down inside of my bed, I didn't spiral into depression. Matter of fact, I actually felt fine the entire 2.5 days that I was ill. So that's a benefit. You know, the first time I got rid of any kind of external distraction that was causing me to feel crappy was when I was listening to negative music on my iPod. Whenever I was feeling down, I would listen to music, therefore I'd feel even more down. The rock music, mainly, you know? Even if I wasn't feeling down, as soon as I started to listen to the lyrics enough times, maybe I'll put a song on repeat, maybe I just liked the beat, therefore that encouraged me to listen for a much longer period of time, I still became depressed, you know? So I got rid of that, and that was when I was around about 15. I deleted 8,000 songs on my iTunes playlist just like that. It took me ages to cultivate that much music, but honestly, it was worth it. Dry fasting benefit number 3. You might have guessed that I do love to make little short films, little movies on my YouTube channel, right? The ones where I really do pay a lot of attention to and spend days editing. Well, one such video was me talking about my back injury and how I went to the centre of London to have acupuncture performed on my back, where they press needles into the nervous system, well, of my body. It didn't work, however, dry fasting did, okay? I felt the pain flare up within my back, just underneath my left shoulder blade. I only felt uncomfortable for about 2 hours, and then it disappeared, which was pretty awesome to experience pain coming up, then disappearing. You know, 2 hours ain't that bad when you factor in the fact that most people nowadays are having back aches or back problems for years on end. I myself had a lower back problem for about 1.5 years. Now I cured that during my yoga period. it wasn't due to fasting. And that was also because of a variation of sweating techniques and a variation of dieting expertise, my own expertise. Like literally, I've got a diploma in nutrition, which is cool. Not only that, but I decided to do my own independent research, my own studying and experimental practices on myself when it comes to refining the information that I believe when it comes to longevity and the healing of the cell, which is why I started dry fasting in the first place. Let's move on. This one's pretty cool. Okay, number 5, the pores on my skin have completely opened up. I didn't really notice this before. The fact that my pores were blocked at all. The pores within the center of my body and within certain areas of my legs were just not open. After now having these pores reopen, and then thinking back to the moments where I used to be freezing cold or whenever I used to sweat, back then my pores were completely shut off, okay? Now because of this, skin had actually developed over the pores. During my dry fast, when I started to sweat, the water used to emerge from my body through the pores and then cause little blisters of water droplets, layered by thin partitions of skin. And then when I went like this, the skin would break, therefore breaking the bubble of fluid, which would then coat my skin, thus increasing my hydration. Now, I don't get those bubbles anymore, and that is because I've finished my dry fast and my body's fully adapted to its new state. But not only that, but after going out and taking off my t-shirt in the air, pores on my chest and down my stomach and down my back also started to sweat. Again, now obviously when you're hot you sweat, but what about when you're cold? Well, even pimples, goosebumps never used to, pop up on my skin within certain areas of my body before my dry fast. However, after my dry fast again, I took a step out of my shower, looked in the mirror, and I was all pimply, like everywhere. A perfect separation of pimples. It looked pretty cool actually. It was kind of like some sort of mosaic art piece, So that's another benefit that I've experienced. It's increased my hydration levels, obviously, because now my skin's able to properly hydrate itself, which is often a problem for people with my ethnic race. They're often very dry within certain areas of their body. Number 6, my body's ability to detox has increased exponentially. During my dry fast, I was detoxing like crazy. So much odory stench, so much crap on my tongue the following mornings. Wow, it was gross. Even my hair started to smell, sweat. Just didn't smell the same anymore. Now, not to say that I smell bad after my dry fast. Most of the toxins, if not all of the toxins within my blood system during that period of time, the 6 days that I wasn't eating or drinking, has left my body. Therefore, I no longer smell like I did during that phase. By the way, that is why people smell. They smell because you're smelling their insides, you're smelling their toxicity. You're also smelling their hormone imbalances. When you're 16 and your hormones are out of whack, then obviously you're going to smell that within their body odor, okay, their BO. So that's something to consider. If you're smelling really bad and you're constantly spraying, maybe you should just change your diet a little bit. The cleaner your diet becomes, you'll actually start to smell the foods that you're eating within your own sweat. Okay, as soon as I turned vegan, that's when I started to notice this, and that's because the variation of the debris within my body became very simplified. Therefore, I was able to smell it more accurately within my sweat. Garlic, onions are the main ones. And I was actually drinking juices and eating fruit whilst I was eating meat during the transitional phase. And that additional food source alone, the green veggies, the green juices, was enough for me to identify the smell of the kebabs that I was eating the night before, okay, then followed by the onions. So, if you want to break up everything, if you want to stop smelling so bad, you should probably start to change your diet, okay? I know it sucks to smell, but at the end of the day, I made myself smell. By the things, or at least the way I was treating my body. The mind also plays a huge role in the way that you smell also when it comes to your hormones, but I may talk about that later on within this video series. So after my dry fast, I've noticed that everything I'm eating is coming out properly, like really easily. Nothing is getting stuck. There is pretty much no residue, and if there is residue, I'll just drink, then it'll be gone. Every morning I'm waking up empty, okay, and that's including my intestines. A lot of people out there, they take a crap and they're using a lot of toilet paper. Okay, and the reason why they use so much toilet roll is because the crap that they eat, no pun intended, is literally of a certain density. It's so broken, it's so torn apart. The structure of the molecules within the matter of the food is so dense and gooey that when it moves through their digestive system, not only is it taking so long to the point where it's rotting, but also because it's rotting, it's actually sliding and getting caught on the insides of the intestines. Therefore, when they crap, it's not coming out clean. It's just getting stuck around their sphincter, which basically is a fancy word or the scientific word of saying bummer. So when you turn vegan and when you start fasting, you'll notice that, well, your poo is clean. Not only is it clean, but because you've gotten rid of all the dead blood cells, and you've gotten rid of all the bile, which has moved all the crap within your system out of your poop chute. When you poo after your dry fast, you'll notice that because it's the bile and the dead blood cells which make your poo brown, your poo will actually come out the same color that, well, it was when it came in. So green if you're vegan, or whatever food you're eating, yellow if it's bananas, it will come out the same color. And that is because it is lacking the dead blood cells, because you've already gotten rid of the dead blood cells during your fasting. Not only that, but it is also lacking the bile due to your bile reserves becoming depleted because it was used in the detoxification process. So after the fast, my poo's more clean. Yeah, proud to say that. And I feel good because of it. My body's eliminating everything perfectly, even through the sweat. Everything's coming out. My lymph nodes, the lymphatic system, which is the system within your body which helps your body detoxify, is also working optimally. Okay, it's kind of like when you clean the filter within your fish tank. Then after you've cleaned it, it works really well for a certain period of time after you've cleaned your fish tank, or at least after you've cleaned your filter within the fish tank, is what I'm saying. So basically, I won't need to fast for a while because my body's working optimally right now because I've cleaned my filter. It doesn't mean I won't fast. I will fast within the future. However, right now I don't need to fast that often, which is pretty cool. Number 7, my depth of breath has increased significantly. During the first 3 days of my dry fast, I couldn't breathe within my stomach at all. I tried to breathe down into my waist and nothing would happen. My stomach wouldn't even expand. But after the first 3 days, my organs had shrunk. Therefore, I had more room to breathe. And because of this, whenever I breathed deeply, the muscles surrounding my lungs, which allowed my lungs to open and close, became more relaxed. They became larger because they relaxed, therefore expanding my lung capacity. And I also noticed this because after my dry fast, whenever I'd breathe, even just then, I'd feel the skin around my stomach become taut, tight, because of the extra capacity, the extra room there for me to breathe in fresh oxygen, which is awesome because obviously you need oxygen to power the cells and to power the brain. And now number 8, before I close this video down, because I don't want to make this too long, I will make a part 2 of this video series, the benefits of, because there are actually 16 benefits that I've experienced after my dry fast. But number 8, wow, it's been eye-opening, to say the least. Because dry fasting has allowed me to see the world, well, clearly, more refined. Before, I was able to see the distractions which were hindering my progression within my spiritual journey. You know, when it came to me really just living my passion, when it came to me really stepping into myself and just being me, whether it be me doing the things that make me feel like me, or whether that be just me speaking my truth to people, you know, my behavioral accomplishments, me being able to get over certain things within myself, which suggests that I'm not able to speak my truth. All of the mental, psychological side effects of certain things which hindered my progression within my mental development, my psychological development. I had a certain amount of clarity over those things. Up until I dry fasted, it just blew the lid wide open. Okay, I realized everything that was stopping me from just being me, from being okay in life. All of the things which were slowing me down from stepping into my potential future, of me just being stressless. Now, during this time, I did take advantage of my new mindset, okay? I restructured my life. Literally, the plans for how I was living, or how I was going to live, I completely rearranged, reorganized so that I could better move into a lifestyle which was more conducive of my highest potential. That hasn't changed. I've still got the clarity. I have dropped a little bit because now I'm more willing to play with certain things, you know, whereas when I was dry fasting, if you've seen those videos on my YouTube channel, I talk about how I don't have the need to do anything because I don't feel like it's necessary. I did have to drop my level of awareness a little bit in order to play with the camera and the YouTube videos and everything. Otherwise, I would have just disappeared. You wouldn't have seen me on YouTube. Okay, so I've managed to figure out ways of structuring my life so that I can move into that lifestyle, that headspace, and be okay. Now, am I suggesting that I may disappear one day off of YouTube if I do eventually get to that point? Maybe. But overall clarity. I just see now. I just see the distractions. I just see the distractions that I otherwise wouldn't have seen if I didn't undergo this 6-day dry fast. I'm Ryan JC, this has been Your Potential. If you've experienced any other benefits during a dry fast or any kind of fast, drop a comment below to let me know and other people who are on this channel. Like this video if you could relate, and stay tuned, subscribe, stay tuned so that you can see part 2 of this video series. I'm Ryan JC, this has been Your Potential, and I'll speak to you guys pretty soon. Peace.